Another shot here at the Lake County Jail. And this is in Tavares, where we are expecting suspended Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez to bond out and be released at any moment now.
Yeah, the court has said that the suspended sheriff has posted bail money, so he should be walking out of jail any moment. Since that bond was posted, it was set at $1 million, so his bail amount would be $100,000. We do know he's been in jail for 3 weeks now, and this is what we've been waiting for. We were told that once you post bond, it takes a few minutes to do all the paperwork, but it appears with everyone hanging out outside, Marlisa, that this is imminent.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of activity happening right outside of that door, where we can expect him to walk out at any minute. And just to catch viewers up, this is suspended Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez we're talking about. He was arrested for his alleged involvement in an illegal gambling business, and we have several crews there on the scene that are waiting for him to walk out, where then we can expect them to try to ask questions and get any answers from him, because we have not heard from him, a single thing from him, in what, 3 weeks now, Luann?
Yeah, the first time we saw him in court was when he was arrested, and he hasn't been back in court ever since. But as you were saying, Marlisa, this started 3 weeks ago when the Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez was taken into custody. He was brought to Lake County, since that is apparently where one of those illegal gambling operations was held. We do know that 3 other people have been arrested in connection with this as well, including Lopez's estranged wife, Robin. There's also another person who they're still looking for at this moment, who they haven't been able to locate. But you just saw Kelsey Cairns there. She is one of 2 of the crews we have out there waiting for the sheriff to walk out of the Lake County Jail so they can ask him questions. What's his reaction? What does he have to say about all of this?
Yeah.
So there he is.
Lopez, do you agree with the accusations? Sheriff Lopez, do you agree with the charges? Sheriff Lopez, do you agree with the accusations? Sheriff Lopez, how does it feel to be on the other side of the perp walk? How does it feel, Sheriff? What is your message, Sheriff?
Say to the voters.
Thank you.
Wow, you could see the scrum of reporters there trying to get the suspended sheriff to answer some of their questions. But Marlisa, he had nothing to say as he walked out of the Lake County Jail.
Nothing to say, and you can tell visibly his appearance has changed over the past 3 weeks. I mean, he has grown out his beard there, did not look very groomed at all, but he spent nearly 3 weeks there in the Lake County Jail. We have several crews that are there on the scene right now. You could hear Kelsey Cairns trying her best to get several questions in, to get any answers that she could, asking him, you know, did he have anything to say? What did he have to say about these charges? But the people that he had there that were helping him get to that truck, they did so very quickly, so he did not answer anything.
Yeah, and we're still working to find out who exactly posted his bond. We still don't know. That's $100,000 you have to come up with collateral, and so we're still waiting to see exactly who did that. But we do understand that Fox 35 reporter Kelsey Cairns is live. We saw her out there asking the suspended sheriff questions. Kelsey, a mayhem out there as the sheriff walked out of that door behind you.
Yes, mayhem is just putting it lightly. Just moments ago, I mean, we saw this in real time, right behind us there. We were standing as that sheriff made his way out of the door into that silver pickup truck. And what we can imagine were what we appear to be his lawyers that were also standing at that door. So if I want to give you a little walk and talk tour of the Lake County Jail, if you've never seen it before, a little TV tour here. This is where the sheriff came out of the door and then way down this little part of the parking lot, this little road here in downtown downtown Tavares. That is where that truck has exited this area. And as you heard me try to scream to the sheriff, it's a mass chaos event, if you will, of all those reporters just trying to get answers, trying to get our questions. I'd ask the sheriff, do you agree with the accusations? Do you agree with the charges? Even, what do you have to say for yourself to the people of Osceola County? Unfortunately, a lot of those questions left unanswered tonight. So as you just saw, it's been 3 weeks of just waiting, staking out that door right there for the Osceola sheriff to come out. And as you saw just moments ago, he was wearing his black shirt and he was escorted quickly into that truck with looked like a helper and possibly some lawyers that were helping him into the truck, physically pushing off reporters. So you saw it right there. As soon as we get more information about how he was able to post that $1 million bond, we'll keep you up to date. For now, reporting live in downtown Tavares in Lake County tonight, I'm Kelsey Cairns, Fox 35 News.
Yeah, Kelsey, before we let you go, we saw you got caught kind of in the middle of all of that, all the reporters, all the cameramen. We hope you're okay. But talk a little bit about the sheriff's appearance. We noticed he looked a little disheveled. You've seen the sheriff many, many times. We've done interviews with him tons of times. He just didn't look well.
No. Not himself at all.
No, he did not. I think that's a really fair assessment as well, because I've done countless stories, as you mentioned, with the Osceola sheriff. I've seen him on the other side of perp walks, coming out of the Osceola jail. But to see him come out of that door, out of the Lake County jail, not many words to describe it, but just surreal. And as you mentioned, he had his hair and his black T-shirt looking unsheriff-like. That's what we'll describe it as this evening as he was escorted into that truck. But as you can imagine, a lot of emotion. I feel like you could just hear the blood pumping. But yes, as you saw, it was a physical struggle with the reporters, but everyone's okay. We all just, aggressively go after whenever there is any perp walk. So everyone's okay. We're all good. But we know that sheriff has now been bonded out of the Lake County jail and is really left the property. Luann?